So we have here an API that allows us to retrieve a list of quizzes or a particular quiz. There we go. So let's move a little further. We want to, for instance, be able to model not only a particular data model, but maybe a collection or a relationship between multiple data models, right? So, for instance, a quiz might have many questions, right? That we would like to have, right, for that one quiz. So there might be a one-to-many relationship between one quiz having many questions. So let's take a look at what that might look like. So for instance, what I'd like to be able to do, right, is to have, for instance, a set of questions for a given quiz, right? So for instance, we might have a service here, right, that might be called something like question, and it's a service.server that might have data such as the following. You might have here a set of questions, right? And that questions might have its own primary key, right? And they might have a title, right? So this might have question 1, right? And you might have also you might have perhaps what quiz do I belong to, right? So this question, right, might belong to a particular quiz, and we might have kind of like a foreign key telling us what quiz to belong to. It might belong to quiz ID 234. Okay, so let's add a couple of questions for that same quiz. Okay, and then we might have several other questions for some other quiz. So this might be question A, and this might be question B for quiz 345 and 345. Okay, and just to be consistent, let's add another one more for quiz 1 to 3. There we go. All right, so we have lots of questions, and so we might want to be able to retrieve different questions, right, for a given quiz, right? So, for instance, we might have things such as find questions for quiz, right? And we might pass in as argument a quiz ID as a parameter to the function, and then only retrieve those questions that belong to a particular quiz. So this might be might return questions that we would filter only the question, right, whose quiz ID, question dot quiz ID matches the quiz ID that we pass as a parameter, right? And then we would export this. You could say module dot exports is equal to find questions for quiz. I think I misspelled it. Questions for quiz. There we go. All right. So there we have a service. Let's see what that might look like to use it in an API.